So, welcome back everyone to this week's video. Don't know what it'll be a bit haphazard, I suppose. I didn't take the camera out last week. I just opted to take a week off the camera for the moment. Just there wasn't a whole lot going on. Well, there was, but there wasn't. But yeah, so some changes here. So, here's the bulls. So just not going out yet, as there's just not enough grass at the moment for them. So we've got a couple of bales of silage left, feeding a bit of meal, and that'll be good enough for them. So we cleaned out this shed. We sold the 4 heifers in here, so they're all gone. So that's all of our cattle gone to the factory now for this year. So those boys will be next. So we have both sheds cleaned out. So we do. Oh, before I go any further, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps the channel move along greatly. But yeah, we got the sheds cleaned out. So you see the dung shed is fairly full now, so it is. So that's the shed there. So just gonna clean out the last of it there and give it a quick wash down, and that'll be that shed. Perfect. Ready for probably a bit of hay or something to go into it. We'll try not to overfill it anyway. I suppose another big change is the calves. So I'll show you here now. So moved the calves. So here they are. This is the oldest batch of lads. So these are on once a day feeding here now. So I just feed them in the morning. So a group of 10 in there. Second oldest bunch, they're still on twice a day. I have them in here. I have to set water drinkers for them, but I'll do that again. And then these are the 5 youngest ones that I got there last week, and I'm due to get another 5 more, so they go in here. So 3 pens of 5. Got a few more sheep hurdles, bought a few for myself, and these are a neighbour of ours. Very handy to have. So yeah, the calves are happy. These lads are eating a pile of crunch now, so I have to go get some more crunch today for them, but they're eating 3 trocks a day, so eating plenty of hay as well, so they're happy out. But yeah, it's a great job. So we just have to clean out this side of the shed. We'll get that done, just not at the moment. We're a bit busy at stuff. So as you can probably see behind me, the wicked wind here the other day, a few cans blew around. I better pick them up. But yeah, as you can see today, the fertilizer spinner is on. I was spreading some fert last week, and I'm just going to finish it off today. Then I have to go grassland spraying, and then I've got all this to spray. So yeah, it's about 6 grand's worth of spray sitting right there. Madness really, so I have to spray all that. So it'll be a busy week spraying, finish off the fertilizer, and yeah, just generally just being busy. So yeah, we'll get cracking. We'll load up this spinner, we'll get out onto the winter barley. I got some before the rain, and I didn't get some others, so just looking for something here. If I can find it, I'll be doing well. But yeah, we'll get cracking here now. Catch up with you when we're going. Just out spreading the winter barley now. We're putting on 1.5 bags of nitrogen to the acre, 200 kilos to the hectare, give or take. And yeah, bringing it up to 100 units of nitrogen. And then what we'll do in about 2 weeks, we'll put another 20 to 25 units on, and that will be the barley finished. 120 units generally covers us. So between digeste and that on the ground and the fertility of the ground, that'll generally get us out of trouble. So we get that on, and then that will be all the fertilizing for the year finished in about 2.5 weeks time. So I want to get this on now. This is still a bit damp. It's a good dew out there, but anyway, there'll be dew for plenty of the nights anyway. But just to get it down, I wanted to get out before the rain. I got some out last week before the rain. I didn't get all of it out, and then I was just busy over the weekend. So back at it now Monday morning. So yeah, ideally I would have liked to have it out last, maybe Friday, just before the rain. It was very, very windy and couldn't do it. So yeah, just as I said, didn't have the camera last week, just didn't bring it around with me, just took a week off. really. So we're back at it now, and yeah, so spreading waste, this will have 100 units of nitrogen on it, and then it's got to get its the wheat's got to get its T0, and this has got to get its T1. So we were out spraying it as well last week, before end of the week before, just a bit of Serade on it and Mancozin, but it will need another go again. So the T1 is going out as soon as possible. So as soon as I get this spinner whipped off, I've got a bit of Grassland to spray for lads and myself, and then what I'll do is I'll wash it out again, and we go and we spray the T1 on the barley. I think it's about growth stage, it's nearing growth stage 30, 31 at the moment. Like in a month's time it'll be near enough heading out, you know, 6 weeks time it'll be near enough heading out. So there's a lot of growing to do between now and then, so we got to get things right. So T1 consists of, I think, 2 fungicides, there's a grow regulator, there's trace elements and seaweed to go on it. So yeah, we keep tipping away. So at the moment anyway, spinner's going well, needs to wash down. Bloody birds in the shed, like, I really do hate them. Like, see them doing their business all over the tractor. It does my absolute nut in. I may try to figure a way to get rid of them, because this is just really annoying now. So yeah, we'll head for the gap and refill and get going again. Another 15 acres here for this man here. So we get that done and I go do Ronan's 15 acres, then I'll belt into my own 80 acres at home of grass, and then I'll go for a washout. It's probably tomorrow. Will be tomorrow, won't be today. We go for a washout tomorrow and yeah, get started on the T1s and then the T0s for the wheat, and then crack into fertilizer then fairly quick after that as well. So it's all go on the farm at the moment. Growth is starting to kick off, and that means that you have to keep up with the sprays, keep up with everything. That didn't go in, I don't think. She doesn't quite go in sometimes, this whatever she does do. So we'll catch her now and she should go in. Yeah, she's locked in there now. So yeah, we'll go on now. I'll pick up the rest of the spray and go to Morris's then, and I'll top up with water and yeah, get this man done and dusted. And I said just get on with it then, because there's a lot of spraying to do, a lot of tanks to go out. I am thinking about upgrading the sprayer, so if anyone has any suggestions, do leave them down in the comments as to what sprayers you use, or what do you like, or why do you like them. I quite like the Amazon, it's easy to use, it's relatively simple. I wouldn't be going for an overly spec sprayer anyway, just section control. Might go up in width to 24 meters, we're currently on 21, so the only thing I might just go up in width. Other than that, nothing else. 7 section controls. There was a couple of brands I was looking at, obviously Amazon, Birthtown was another one, Kuhn, Horsch, yeah, they're the main ones anyway. So we'll see. If you have any suggestions, do leave them down below for me and I will definitely look into them. Anyway, I'm going to pull out the road here now in a second, so we'll catch up with you when I'm in the... So in the field now, GPS is on, makes for grassland spraying a lot handier. This field was reseeded, and as you can see, as far as I remember, Doc's seed lays dormant for a number of years, and obviously when you turn the sod, this is what happens. The docks get out of control. So we're hitting this with 4-front T. This isn't ours now, it's for our neighbour, but hopefully it'll, I think he's going to stitch in some grass as well, so hopefully he'll get a bit more of a return on it, because the docks just went mad. I don't know what it is, and they were sprayed last year as well, I believe. So yeah, we're hitting them with the good stuff this time around. So yeah, there's a lot of them now, as you can see. So this stuff will kill it though, 4-front. So probably the best spray, one of the better sprays on the market anyway at the moment for grass control. It is expensive, but it's well worth it. I have some of it at home as well, along with one that's called Flex. That's what I am doing. One bad field I'm going to spray forefront on it because I have 2 cans, and then the rest of it is just Flex. It's just to keep the docks in check. So yeah, I have an oil leak on my tractor as well, so that's fun. It's a really temperamental one. It turns up every now and then. Anytime I go look for it, it's not leaking. Today it's leaking. It might leak for another week. So it's going over to Fitzpatrick's on Wednesday, and they're going to whip the wheel off, find that bloody leak, and then also she's going on the dyno because I think she hasn't got as much power as she should do. So I want to get to the bottom of that, and yeah. Well, yeah, so we're just GPS spraying is very, very handy. You just drive along, you can see the docks here now. So hopefully this does the job, and the stitcher will stitch in some fresh grass seed slurry on top. And Bob's your uncle, it should do a job on it. But anyway, we'll bay home. We got Ronan's to do next, and then we move into our own. We have just started our own grass here at home, so it's just starting to grow. So hopefully I won't knock it too much. The heat is up, so it should be alright. There's a bit of chickweed and docks, so what I'm using is a spray called Flex, and Flex can be used on the likes of weed control for barley, oats and wheat, basically crops. So because I've sprayed forefront beforehand, by spraying the Flex I'm sort of watering down the forefront, and it's basically less for me to wash out. Less of a washout is needed afterwards. So yeah, the grass is looking well. It's got slurry, so there's a couple of docks coming in it there now, not a lot. That's why this spray isn't overly expensive. It'll knock it all out of it. But yeah, it's a good lush green colour, and I'd be happy enough with it at the moment. It's from the sheep and they're in here, so yeah, we're not going too bad. Barley's looking well. Just finished that off. You would have seen earlier on, I was going out with the fertilizer spreader, so it has got 100 units on it. It's ready for its T1. It's absolutely belting over. I'll have to get onto that now quickly, so I'll get this grass finished. I'll do another tank this evening. I'll do probably 2 in the morning, and then wash out tomorrow. I think it's to be a bit breezy, and tomorrow evening then I'll start at the barley, get into that, and do the oats, or not the oats, the wheat, then the oats. So yeah, we're not going too bad. Everything's moving along. I'll get the grass stitcher on, stitch in them sort of a few dampish holes there like that, just stitch them in, and yeah, they'll be alright. So the auto steer working lovely, so it's grand to have it. So it is definitely saves a whole pile of time. The reseed ground is perfectly clean, it doesn't need anything. So it's not overly bad now, but there's a bit of chickweed in spots and stuff like that. So look, we'll spray it off. Didn't get to do it last year because it was so wet. Just want to make sure the grass is lovely and clean for when we go to mow haylage off it now in about 5-6 weeks time. So yeah, it's a lovely evening. We keep going. So I just said I'd spray the cattle paddock there while they're not actually out for once. Haven't got to do it in a year or two, so there's a couple of thistles, a couple of docks, but nothing to worry about. So I just said I'd clean it off. I had a can of forefront there, so I watered it down a little bit. So about 6 acres here that I'll graze the cattle off of for the moment till we get first cut, and then they'll go up there, and then they'll go up onto where we cut first cut. Then I make another couple of paddocks, and then they'll have the run of it. But like, this is the grass. It got dung and slurry. Oh yeah, there's not a whole pile there. Not much for a pick, like. So it's greened up alright, but there's not much for a pick. So it got dung in early February. We gave it a good go on the dung, and then it got slurry there whenever the rest of the grass got slurry. So So yeah, this growth hasn't really kicked off yet. So we'll have to fence it up. I'll put this into 4 paddocks, about 1.5 acres each. So we'll do that then, probably this week as well. Tomorrow's supposed to be windy, so if it's too windy to spread fertilizer, I think I might go fence and do a bit of tidying up and that. So yeah, but that's it. So I'm going to finish off for today now. It's 7:30. The hour makes a difference. Alright, it's 7:30. I'm going to feed the calves now. Go in and get a bit of grub, and that'll do that for today. So I just have to do a bit of tidying up out here and that. But yeah, so not a whole pile of grass out there, unfortunately. So bulls are still in. There's a couple of bales of silage left. They're gonna eat it all, to be honest with you. Now we have more silage if we need to be, but I'm just gonna let them eat it, to be honest with you. I think it'd be better off. Wash me spreader, my power washer hose broke, so I had to take out the PTO one, which is a pain in the hole. But yeah, it is what it is. At least I can wash the spreader. Well, I'll get that fixed tomorrow. So I'll go feed these calves, and yeah, we'll catch up with you in the morning. So sprayer's all washed out now. It's later on in the afternoon, so I have that washed out. Just doing a bit of tidying up around the yard here. Clean up a few pallets. I'm gonna tidy up as there's a Macra farm walk here on 12th of April, so I have to have the place looking spick and span. So I'm gonna move all these bales here now, lift up those old gates. And here's the buckos. They're happy out. I won't go any further to them, I don't want to disturb them. So they're absolutely loving it in there in our new big space. So clean this out, move these bales. Have the fertilizer spinner washed down. It was manky. As I was washing it down, my power washer hose broke, so I had to go get a new one. So just bursted pipe just of old age. So I have her sort of washed down. Look, she's alright. She's going to be using it a day or two anyway. I'm going to throw a bit of oil up on her. She's not rusting as of yet, but she hasn't spread a whole pile. There is a bit of a rust. I think it's on the inside of this bolt here. It's a bit of rust, but I might paint it up over the winter. So you notice the wheel is off the brand new trailer. So Dad picked up a puncture, and he's just gone off to get it mended, because we were going to whip one off the other one, but sure, look, forget the messing and just go do it. Just get it done. The sun is shining, we're spraying away. So you can see there the yellow tips. I don't know if that's stress from last week putting the Cycocell on it or not. It's definitely not hungry anyway. It looks clean enough crop, but still it needs its fungicide. Reasonably happy with it now. It's a good thick crop, so the yield potential is there. I'd be disappointed now if this didn't do, you know, close on 4 ton. I would be very, very disappointed. So we're going out today. We have Comet, Decoy, Freedom, Moxa and CCC gone in here now, and then a bit of seaweed just to keep it green. I do put seaweed in it. Last couple of years now we've been using it, and I find it very, very good. Just keeps the plants nice and green, just gives them a bit of extra feeding as well. So it's what, it's €100 for 20 litres. Use about, I put 10 litres to 25 acres most of the time, or half that, depending on how the crop is doing. At the moment I've only got 8 litres to 25 acres in, but yeah, it's nice. It got its mancas in then of course last week, so that's its trace elements covered. I didn't video any of that, or did I? Maybe I did. If I did, I'd stick it in here, but if I didn't, I didn't. So but yeah, got its trace elements there last week, and a bit of Cycocell on it and that. So yeah, the breeze has picked up, but we're not going too bad there. Horses are out, but yeah, sun is shining down here, down the bottom of the farm, and yeah, happy out. So spraying away. It's just sprayer, as I said before, 7-section GPS controlled, and have it all up on the screen there, so it just works away itself. Don't need the GPS on the tractor because it has its own, Amazon has its own receiver on the top, and that's how it works, the sprayer. So yeah, as I said before, I'd love to upgrade the sprayer. What to? I don't know, maybe another Amazon, but I definitely like a trailed machine. I think it'd be far more beneficial for us now at this stage. We bought this machine, I suppose we weren't doing as much spraying, but now we are. I could definitely do with a bigger one. At the time when this one was purchased, the difference between the trailed and mounted wasn't that big, but now, oh god, I think a trail sprayer is near 80,000 or a little bit more than that. But yeah, we'll keep going anyway. So that's what's getting us T1 now, the barley, and we'll get the T0 on the wheat, and then the oats also has to get a fungicide. So oats is pretty simple, you're just going to get Talius as it's called. One spray, that's it. And that'll keep it happy. So yeah, anyway, better stick this GoPro on charge before it runs out. Just to get out here and have a quick look at the crop. This crop is, I mean, if this doesn't do 4 ton, I think I'd be giving up. See here, so you can see how thick it is. You can just start to see, let's pull out one of them here. So there's your plant. I think this is Tardis, if I'm not mistaken. So you can see the lower leaves there, coming under a bit of pressure there. But overall, see the top of it here now, see it there, that's what we're spraying for. I'm not as well up on the agronomy side of things as I should be, but yeah, it's looking pretty healthy now. There's a bit of a breeze out there, so the crops are looking really well. This field would have got slurry before we ploughed it, and sowed it with 3 of the fields, which would be better soil altogether, didn't get that, and they're not half the crop this is. So it just goes to show you the value of slurry. If you can get it ploughed down and put on the ground, it is certainly worth it. But yeah, this crop is really nice. So it's got its 100 units of nitrogen, and it has, this is T1, so it got trace elements in that last week. So yeah, it's looking pretty well. It's a good thick crop as well. Another month's time, this will be starting to near enough head out. So there's a lot of growing to do in a few weeks. Be twice this height. So yeah, tractor bumpers on, keeping me weighted down on the front. But yeah, anyway, enough rambling. Let's get back in the sprayer and get this job finished, because I've got wheat and oats to do next. So the uncle sprayed this bit of barley here, thank God, took a bit of the pressure off me. He's going to spray his wheat then as well. So it takes the pressure, the camera's a bit wonky, it takes the pressure off of me then for spraying. So I'm just going over to do a field here along the main road, and that will be all the winter barley done and dusted. So then I've gone to the wheat there. I'm only putting 1 spray on the wheat, as I got out with the Psychocell there last week and trace elements. So excuse me, I'm literally just going out with a fungicide. I think it's a fungicide, I better read the can actually. It's like a big 10-litre can, it's called Thorpin or Thorpian or one of those ones anyway. And then I have to go up the country, then I'm spraying Serade, Mancassin, that Thorpian stuff as well, and Cameo Max on one spot. There's a few grass weed problems, or weeds. So yeah, we go do that. But the spring barley is just starting to peep. So this is one of the fields here. This is the field that was ploughed. You can just see the green tinge off it. Let me stop here for a second and we go have a look. So it looks alright. Why am I putting the indicator on? I hit that by accident. So get out here and have a look. So I don't know, can you see the green tinge off it there? So here we go. There's the plants there. You can See them there? So just starting to peep. Let's see if I can get it down low enough. Just starting to peep that there's a green tinge coming across. So yeah, we're going over here now to where I sprayed the mint tail oats, and yeah, we'll go see how they're coming up. Hopefully they're coming up well. A few bit of bird damage here, nothing major, not too bad. Doesn't she just look well? Nice setup. But the front tank now will be better. Yeah, glorious weather, look at that. Last field of barley here now, that's just where the oats were that we've sowed last week, mint tilled. So last week's video, that's where we were sowing, just there. So this barley here, just from the look of it there, is actually very clean. Just from going through it here, it's probably the cleanest crop we have. It's really lush green. Again, this only has 85 units on it, just the way it worked out. But yeah, so it's really clean. So really happy with how crops are looking. Let us know down below in the comments if you have crops, what way are they looking, or for that matter of fact, if you have grass, what way are the grass growths. I know at the moment there we've no grass growing. My cattle will not be going out for at least another week and a half until sort of the grass on the paddock, well, I did spray it, but until the grass sort of picks up a wee bit there, they will not be going out. I still have to fence it, but they won't be going out until that point that there is enough grass. I'll just feed them the remaining of the silage. But yeah, nights can be still kind of cold, but it should be alright tonight. I didn't spray yesterday evening because last night was to go down to like 3 to 4 degrees. Touch of a grass frost, and growth regulator doesn't like frost. It'll just scorch your crop and set it backwards, so we don't want that. But yeah, again, just glorious weather. Working on days like these, it's just a dream really, isn't it? I'll get me trail sprayer at some point, so but for the moment, the mounted Amazon will have to do better than most sprayers out there. Oh, I'll cut that bit out. Bulletproof. So just out here now in the spring oats, you can just see it starting to peep. You can probably see the green hue over there. So yeah, it's just there. That's our spring oats starting to come up. This is the mint hill ground. So yeah, looking well. Hopefully we get a good crop out of it. A few little weeds starting to pop up there, so should be due a weed spray probably 10 days from now. So anyway, that is the winter barley finished. T1's complete. Now we're on to T0s for on the wheat. That's a barley finish, sorry. We're on to T0s on the wheat. So yeah, we'll get going, and yeah, won't be too bad. So we are off with the cattle trailer, which only means one or two things. Either we're selling cattle or we're going to pick up calves, and we're not doing the first one. So heading out here now. There's a few drops on the windscreen, no harm. Wouldn't mind a bit more of it now, but anyway, we're going around here now, not too far, less than 1.5 kilometers to the crow flies to get my calves. So my calves come from 1.5 kilometers to my farm, and then they get fattened off my farm. So yeah, they don't come very far at all, so it's a great deal for us. I'm buying more this year now than we ever have. That's not due to the beef price, that was planned anyway, but yeah, just the way it worked out. So doubling up, and this is the number we're going to stay at now. So look, I'll catch up with you when I'm on the way home. So we're just back now with the trailer. So we'll go and load these sucks. So I got 10 more, so it brings us up to 35. Oh god, I can do it with a bit of oil. hopefully they'll come out themselves, but generally they don't. So I'll just get this gate here. Come on, Sucks, out just come. Give them a second now. I have to get in there and wrestle them back over. Wrestling to get them in and wrestling to get them back out. They'll make their own way out. They've all settled in now. So I lined this before I bedded it. And yeah, left these gates up, took down the one that was here. I just put that there like this. Just leaves it for me. I can feed these. I'm going to leave these 5 here together. I'll leave these 10 here together. One little Angus lad in it, so I might take him out. I've got 3, I think I have 3 or 4 smaller little Anguses. There's another lad there. So yeah, might just take them out, but they're all looking well. I'm going to bed this here now tomorrow. Fresh bed in. These lads are happy out. First lads are on the wean. They're well over 2 months old. Well, they're not on the wean. There'll be another month on once a day. But to me, they're on the wean, so they're gone to once a day feeding, and they're eating plenty of crunch. So I got the bigger hay rack for them there as well. Eating plenty of hay, eating plenty of crunch. So I'll fill that up again now. And yeah, it'll be going out now. It won't be going out for another month at least. They'll all go out together. Month and a half. I'll keep them in here. Might put them on a small bit of silage. Just have a wheelie bin here full of meal. It's just handier. Give them to it. Just throw a scoop in. But yeah, they've all access to water. I just have to put a water trough in the middle pen there. So I'll put that in there. We just have to put it down that end. The pink ball, I took it off the roof and they're playing away with it there. It was up here this morning. It's down there. So I have seen them play with it, so they do have that to occupy themselves. But yeah, calves are a mixture of sementals, Angus's. I'm pretty sure that lad's a Jersey. There's definitely a bit of a Jersey cross in him. So he hasn't been dehorned yet. We'll do him now this week. And then we do these 5, and then these will be done in about 2 weeks' time. But yeah, each have a lick. So they have an easy breeder lick. Access to crunch, hay, and then of course fresh water there to tidy up the pipes. But yeah, I've been warned that lad now likes to break out, so we'll see. But yeah, all happy out. Well, the boys have settled down now, so I'm just tidying up the yards into Liffey's there, getting a few more milk replacer, and just keeping tabs on the calf 18. I was chatting to Grandad there and I just checked my phone, and this day last year we were sowing. See the video on the drone? That's when we sowed the beans last year. So they're a full month ahead. 3rd of April, sorry, so we're 3rd of April is what they were. We got them in and we were sowing stuff on the 21st of April. We sowed the last of the spring barley last year. Absolute madness. Difference in 2 years. Last year there was grass growing. It was wet, but grass was growing. This year it's lovely and dry. There is no grass. So I'm going to leave today's video at that. It is Friday now, I think. What is it? Friday the 3rd or 4th? 4th. So I'm going to leave today's video at that. But first we'll just have a quick look at the bulls out here, and I'll show you how the grass has come on in the few days. So the boys are all happy and content in here. So I'll kick up the silage to them thereafter and push it up and get them a bit more. Water's all good. So they're happy out. Looks no point putting them out yet. There's just not enough of a cover of grass on them. And they haven't got it fenced. That's tomorrow's job. So it is. Have to get it fenced tomorrow. Like, well, it's fenced on the boundary, but just not up the middle. I'll paddock it out. We've got the stakes up anyway. So I'm going to put 3 paddocks. 1, 2, 3. And the calves then will be going here up along this stretch, up next the hedge, that'll be keeping in. This wet patch here has to be something done about it. We get that. Well, this is the ground I sprayed the other day, so you can see everything. Dock's well and truly checked. That forefront's a great job. There's spots of the field, there's great grass, but then there's spots that there's just like nothing on it. This is starting to work. It's just the forefront's great, so it's be lovely and clean. Like, there is a bit of a cover of grass coming there, but I'm no means an expert on grass by any stretch of the imagination. I don't grass measure, I don't mean like that. I will probably start doing it, but for the moment I'm not. But just, it is, look, it's fairly bare. There's just not cover grass. They'll have it ate in, you know, a couple of days. They'll have it gone, so you'll just end up feeding them again. So we'll just leave them in for another week, and I'll throw them out. Probably they will go out next week now. They'll probably go out middle of the week, so when I get them a few dry days, in case there does rain be coming, so I don't want them going out. I don't want them going out into the rain, if you get what I mean. Want them to have a couple of dry days on their back, get them accustomed to being outside. But the other side of that is, I can always leave this open, and I can still leave them access to the shed if I want to, and I might do that. Just means they can come in and out as they please, so they'll decide if they want to stay in or out. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at that for today's video. Bit of everything. So we got the grassland spraying done, we got some fertilizer out, we got the T1 completed on the barley, got some more calves, moved the calves. Yeah, it's a busy week. Got the sheds cleaned out, all that. So hopefully you enjoy a bit longer video. Well, some of you said you like that, so hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll chat to you in the next one.